Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Ashley Darby makes surprising confession about growing her family. Have to be realistic. The Real Housewives of Potomac cast member noted one contrast between her and the younger guys staying at Bravo's Love Hotel. Ashley Darby may be looking for love at Bravo's Love Hotel, but she also wants people to know where she stands when it comes to having more children. The mother of two from the Real Housewives in Potomac made a bold claim in Season 1, Episode 3 of the dating show while chatting with Rhode Island IT director Whale at a group dinner. Things between the two were a little unsteady, largely because she feared committing to Whale too early on, Ashley said. "Now we're getting to the root of a lot of this," Whale observed. He wondered if Ashley was holding back, to which she said she was trying to be sensible. When asked further, Ashley confessed she tends to dive right into relationships, which hasn't always fared well for the recently divorced mother. "I have to be realistic about everything involved," Ashley told the 38-year-old Bachelor. "You want children. I'm not sure if I want to have more children. And I am trying to be more selfish, you know what I mean. So maybe it's best just to let it breathe for a sec." Ashley has two boys, 5-year-old Dean Darby and 4-year-old Dylan Darby, whom she shares with her ex-husband, Michael Darby. Whale said it was evident that Ashley didn't want to like him, purposefully severing any chance at a relationship before it could begin. Case in point, Ashley has been spending more time with Love Hotel newcomer Jason, a 37-year-old real estate agent from Washington, D.C. "I have been spending a lot of time with these younger guys, and neither of them have been married. Neither of them have children," Ashley said in her confessional. "So, some of the experiences that I have, I don't necessarily think they can understand or even be able to connect with me on." Earlier in the dinner, Ashley said her and Whale's communication lacked a certain airiness and light, like the kind she found in Jason upon his arrival. It didn't go unnoticed by Whale. "I think I have a genuine connection with Ashley, but I'm still not understanding how to operate in a space where there's multiple men talking to the person at the same time," he told producers. "There's a part of me that's trying to be respectful, and then there's a part of me that's trying to protect myself, but I haven't figured it out properly." Whale said he suspected Ashley was using him as a backup option if she couldn't find a better suitor to give a key to her heart. "I'm sorry you feel that way," she told him. Although Whale and Jason seem to be the top contenders for Ashley's heart, she dropped a major bombshell later in the evening when saying goodnight to the men. With both romantic interests in the room, Ashley flat out told Ralph she was interested in him too. It's worth noting, Gizelle Bryant and the Real Housewives of Orange County's Shannon Storms Beater are already fighting for the Nashville-based single father. The revelation left all the men, including Ralph himself, stunned. "I can't process that correctly," said a slack-jawed Whale, who couldn't wrap his head around the age difference between Ashley and Ralph, 4 years less than the gap between Ashley and ex-husband, Michael Darby. "I've been attracted to Ralph since day one, and I've been trying so hard to avert my eyes. Like, don't look in his direction," Ashley admitted. "But maybe I can fix my daddy issues with the right daddy." Ralph never got the memo. Read his exclusive interview with Bravo's The Daily Dish to learn why Ralph was authentically blown away by the housewives yet often tumultuous world of reality television. Few stars capture the public's imagination quite like Ashley Darby. Known for her candor, radiant smile, and roller coaster journey on The Real Housewives of Potomac, Ashley has never been one to shy away from the hard truths of life. But in a recent, heartfelt revelation, the mother of two offered a glimpse into a deeply personal decision. One that's less about glitz and more about grounded reality. During a candid interview that quickly caught the attention of fans and tabloids alike, Ashley opened up about the possibility of expanding her family. And in typical Ashley fashion, her words were honest, nuanced, and tinged with emotional complexity. "I've always dreamed of having a big family," she admitted, her voice soft but resolute. "But I also have to be realistic. Life doesn't always unfold the way you envisioned it at 21. It's a sentiment that resonates with many women balancing the dreams of motherhood with the practical challenges of life, especially under the microscope of fame. At 36, Ashley already has 2 young sons, Dean and Dylan, who she shares with her ex-husband Michael Darby. The couple's on-again, off-again relationship has played out dramatically in front of Bravo's cameras, and though they're no longer together romantically, they continue to co-parent. "Having kids has been the greatest joy of my life," Ashley said, smiling at the mention of her sons. "But raising them, especially now, as a single mom navigating co-parenting and career, has taught me so much about my limits, about what's sustainable." And therein lies the root of her confession. While her love for her children is unwavering, Ashley is now taking a more measured approach when it comes to adding to her brood. It's not just about biology or desire. It's about emotional bandwidth, financial considerations, and the very real question of support. "I used to say, 4 kids or bust," she laughed. "But now I think about daycare schedules, emotional availability, how much of myself I can give to each of them without running dry." It's an evolution of thinking many mothers understand all too well. In the early days of motherhood, ambition and instinct can clash, each demanding attention. For Ashley, whose life straddles the worlds of reality TV fame, entrepreneurship, and motherhood, the balancing act is even more precarious. And yet, what makes her confession so compelling isn't just the content, it's the tone. Ashley speaks not with regret, but with clarity. It's not a closing of a door, but an acknowledgement that not every door opens at once. "I'm not saying never," she emphasized. "But I am saying not now, and maybe not in the way I once imagined." Ashley has always leaned into life's changes, whether that meant confronting personal scandals on national television, exploring her Afro-Australian identity, or launching new business ventures. Her willingness to evolve, on screen and off, has made her a fan favorite, not just for her sass and style, but for her authenticity. Still, fans can't help but speculate, is a 3rd child entirely off the table? Could Ashley, like many women today, consider alternative paths? Whether that means surrogacy, adoption, or even co-parenting outside traditional romantic structures. She didn't rule anything out. "I'm open to what the universe brings," she said. "But I also believe in intention. I have to set boundaries that make sense for me and my boys. If I'm depleted, I can't show up as the mother they deserve." Her statement struck a chord with many who've watched her journey from a young, wide-eyed pageant queen to a seasoned woman navigating motherhood and independence. In a culture that often glorifies hustle and endless expansion, more kids, more success, more everything, Ashley's pause is refreshingly radical. It's also a sign of maturity. The old Ashley might have been quick to act on impulse, but the Ashley of today is measured, strategic, and most importantly, in tune with her values. "Growth isn't just about doing more," she said. "Sometimes it's about knowing when to stop and nurture what you already have." As she continues to build her life post-divorce, Ashley seems focused on deepening her role as a mother, expanding her entrepreneurial footprint, and exploring what happiness looks like on her own terms. She's dipped her toes into the wellness space, hinted at a memoir, and has even teased the idea of a podcast, one that, presumably, would allow her to share more of the wisdom she's gathered along the way. For now, though, her plate is full, with peanut butter sandwiches, soccer practice, and the sweet chaos of raising 2 little boys with big personalities. "I'm grateful," she concluded. "That doesn't mean every day is easy. But I wake up knowing I'm doing my best, and that's enough."